And when bro then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Houston Texans.
To kick off for New England.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down now. It's King, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Watson now to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner. Absolutely.
And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, it's Watson. This to Jarwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Hurts. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running.
The tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And a Patriot first down.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Patriots 0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Texans 3.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now it's Watson, the bootleg. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. King. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll run on first down. McCollum, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Texans 3. Justin Rohrwasser to kick off for New England.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On first down, Stanley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Number 28.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
4-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Everyone got 4.
sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Butler. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant. Mike, check 33. 33. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. 59. Check 25. Check 25.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 40.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
32-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's our time. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
From the gun, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. 24. We got to step it up. Kill.
Now Watson. That's complete right around the 8. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
It's going to be a long day. Mike, check 33. Focus, defense, focus. Tight dog.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Patriots.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike. Mike, 54.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. A shotgun snap for Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Makes the score Patriots 20, Texans 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Operating from the gun. Watson. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
33. Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Put it on, put it on. Check back 33, check back.
From the gun, Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He was given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. And by the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 28. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Watson on 1st down. This to Jarwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal of the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1.
53 is mark. Here we go, here we go. 53 is the mark.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's King, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Hey, 24. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
53 is the mark. 53, check 53. Get that quarterback. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
4 down, 4 down. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. In your face.
They'll run on 1st down. McCollum. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCollum. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Alert, alert.
Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Watson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
To throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
1st and 10 at the 26.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Faking the give, now Watson. Open man here, Sims complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Watson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
That ties the game.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, right 54, right 54.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mark check 33. 33.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward this season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, here's Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Bilal Nichols able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Let's go. Mikey, 18.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, it's Stanley, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Hurts going to keep this himself. Hurts fumbles it. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Michel. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
On for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, They got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for New England, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get...